EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store. As it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
Not gonna lie.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. You talk about this Rams defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass charge.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but they have any hopes of making waves in January. They've got to improve in this area.
Now a 2nd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Baltimore.
Bro, he's not open. Come on. Jesus, bro.
And the two of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Jackson now. Throw left side complete. That's Fernandez. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That's good for a first down.
It's so long.
Second catch of the opening drive. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attack them early, see if they're going to play any better, and if not,
a great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. On the throw, read him too much that time. It's incomplete. And look at this defense. Now, they've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They've said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends are like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
A big play there on the catch and run. 32 yards.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack.
Who the double
And that'll bring up 3rd.
Who the double team is crazy.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. In motion right is Evans. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now Jackson. And his throw here is incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Second and 10. Up the middle they go. Minor. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Ravens have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Play after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Defense look crazy out here, man.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense.
My defense look crazy out here,
They've
man.
been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Under pressure, and down he goes. Jalen Armour-Davis. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. They'll throw with May. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing here is May. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can do in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they don't really clinch the playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified. You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I'll overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in their history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 21-0 our score after 1. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. To the air, May. Got a man, that's Hunter. Escapes the defender. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Rams are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
I'm gonna stop. Fuck. Jesus Christ.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their... And hit behind the line.
There we go.
It's loose.
There
The
we
Rams
go.
have got it. Going the other way.
Nigga, he fumbled, bro. What the fuck is we talking about, dude?
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Here's May. Eluding the pressure right. It's complete to Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
To throw, it's May. That is caught at the 7. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Hunter is going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Real quick. Maybe on that rap to pay the bills.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here. 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Hey, report!
Jackson. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
The 20. Oh, a good move at the 5. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
This time Jackson will throw it. And they're going to get to him in a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. Rolling to his right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. third and goal. Jackson. The quick slant caught. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. Fourth and goal.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
A 20-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So a long drive puts him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, caught at the 21. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Looking back to that first quarter, they struggled, but now here in quarter 2, they seem to have some rhythm.
And it really shouldn't be a surprise to us, because when we were in the production meetings, we asked a few of the players about, hey, what if things get a little rocky early?
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Get this one across the 45 before it's brought down. 75 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Here's Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half, because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's 3rd and 10. To throw is Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Jackson and the rest of the offense staying put. They will go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on fourth.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's fourth down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Now a handoff up the middle. Minor. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Throwing is Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to be dumped there. But he does have a first down.
Remember, Brandon, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Up the middle they go. Minor. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Rams are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. So as they talk it over, we step aside. In motion right, that's Williams. They're going to throw. May. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And his kick is good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours. You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This is Hunter. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 44. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, LA! A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams have taken the lead.
Good comeback, fellas.
Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. But Charles, you and I said in intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
The bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Escape into pressure right. Jansen hit, and he lost the football. And the defense says they have it. They do. One play into the ball game, an early turnover. Well, let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4
He running that motherfucker.
You know I do my research, right? And I
Gotta
go
take
all
that
the way
nigga
back
head
to the
off.
best coaches that have ever been in this game, and all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball is the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
It's a gain of 34. Well, you hate that for him. He gets so close on the big run, but has him in excellent position.
And I know there's plenty of competitive spirit on the defensive side of the ball, but part of me wonders if they would have just preferred him to go ahead and take it into the end zone rather than deal with him again on a likely carry on this down.
And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Mixon. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. They were held out last time. Here now is 3rd and goal from the 1. They get this out left. Touchdown, Rams. Jamison Williams. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Rams go up by 2 touchdowns. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try and throw forward May. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now it's Jackson. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Jackson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now he's loose at the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Jackson now. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. Now again, right side. Minor. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the points have been flying around. It feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder if a field goal is going to be enough because, as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll throw with May. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. The Rams on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing here is May. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Here's Hunter. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's May. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Drake May, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Rams look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Good comeback, fellas.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Ravens 27.
kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. That is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Now a handoff up the middle. Minor. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 99 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
47-yard line.
Right back to him on first down. Shrugs it off. Well, they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Here's Johnson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Now Jackson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Being chased, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Alex Highsmith. And there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the fourth quarter. And they'll send Williams in motion right. From the gun, it's May. He's airing it out for Williams. And this one is incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And they're running with Hunter. Gets by out of the daylight. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Again on the ground with Hunter. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. To throw, it's May. He's going to wind up and air it out. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Here's May. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Dancing to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. So they got one of the two touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To the air, May. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Jamison Williams, 32 yards. And the Rams extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer. Now the try here for the extra point.
All right, I'm almost done. You don't get dressed?
This one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. This is 1st and 10.
My internet acting weird.
Throwing, Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jamel Dean. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right?
Restaurant Lounge.
You have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And he He's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before
You sure? I don't. We never went though. I just went for the first time, maybe about 3-4 months ago. I went with a girl. The ambiance was dope.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown.
Yeah.
Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Rams have
Yeah, I think I did.
put it away here in the fourth quarter. So another rushing touchdown for him this year. Boy, he's found the end zone quite a bit so far. Charles, that now an even 20 scores on the season.
And you know how often we use the term, I overuse the term opposing their will. And these defenses have become really powerless to stop it. That's what we've seen from him and his team this year. You know he's getting the ball down here in the red zone, but he's just got that strength of will himself, and he's used it to great effect.
I just wanted to come over here and talk in my house to hear you talking on my screen. Right.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 on third down.
I hear you doing all that drinking. You about to throw up.
They go play action with Jackson. They'll buy some time right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down. He's going to let it fly. Man, it's caught inside the 10. They'll take it into
That's bullshit, bro.
for a Ravens touchdown.
That's bullshit. Whatever.
52
Fucking nothing,
yards. And the Ravens have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Come on, fellas.
But Charles, a lot of